morning, Washington and Baltimore and all the ships at sea. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Dave TV for the 9th. For the 9th of April, 2014. Today's camo pants are a nice pair. Aren't they wonderful? Yes. I got these on eBay, actually. Again, they're another pair that were sold at Target back around 2006 or so. And you can occasionally find a nice pair of these. They're real comfortable, made of cotton, very comfy, lots of pockets. And this is, I don't know, one of my many pairs of my addiction to camo pants. How you doing, everybody? Dave TV. Okay, we got a winner. We got a winner. Last Dave TV, we were auctioning off this wonderful Don and Mike Bold 2 T-shirt here with all the signatures on it. There's Don, there's Mike, there's Buzz, there's Rob, and Sherry Elliker, and a whole bunch. Yeah, and there we go. They've all autographed this. It's authentic. It's real. It's been washed 3 times. It was in the basement of my friend Michael's place, for the moldy basement, for like years and years. So it's got a few stains on it, but it's been washed. And there's all remember the old logos there, Home Team Sports, all that. Anyhow, it's been washed. It's actually, I washed it with tied with Febreze. So sport actually smells like Febreze. So it has a really nice smell. Anyhow, last Dave TV, we auctioned this beautiful shirt off. I'll stick it back here so you can see it there. There it is. Auctioned the shirt off. Alcie said, if you want it, make me an offer. And somebody made me an offer. A gentleman by the name of Britt down in Pensacola, Florida. DCR TV is red everywhere. And my beard is glowing. Britt offered us $50 for it. So, Britt, it's yours. And as soon as I'll get it in the mail one of these days, tomorrow, today, whatever. I'm going to get the post office. I got to go buy stamps anyway. Anyhow, thanks to Britt. The shirt is his, and it will soon be, I guess he'll be down on the beach in Pensacola wearing the shirt. So if you're down there on spring break down in Pensy, and you see somebody wearing this shirt, say, hey, DCR TV rules! All right, folks. So what's the big news? Not a lot of big news at the moment. Interesting, though. I got a really nice email from a gentleman, and I'm going to share it with you here. I'm just going to put it on the mailbag, but there's a lot to it. So I thought I would just share it to you with DCR TV. It says, just an item of interest and a blast from the past. I work at WSVA Versanding Broadcasting at Harrisonburg. This is a gentleman by the name of Dennis Phillips. And Dennis sends us a really nice letter here. And has says he used to work at WLMD in Laurel, Maryland, back when, I guess it was a talk station. There's a picture of him. There's Dennis at WLMD. And the photo is in the current issue of Radio Inc. But anyhow, he says during the late 60s, he worked at WLMD and WNAV over in Annapolis while in college. He says, I recall the first day that Mark Weaver came in at WLMD, I taught Harvey Fisher, that's Jack Diamond, how to work the board at WNAV. So way to go there, huh? He says he also was the floor manager for Jack Alex at the Wingding Show at WDCA TV, and did occasional funny bits with Johnny Holiday on his WWDC morning show. All this while a college student. He says he managed to be the Annapolis news stringer for DC and Baltimore stations. Upon graduation, he moved to Roanoke and WDBJ television, where he was the weatherman, or a weatherman, and there he is there. Look at that. Look at those fancy graphics. That's, wow. That's Dennis there at WDBJ Channel 7 I believe that's Channel 7, right? WVPR. And he worked with Adrian Cronauer. And anywho, went on to WBT in Charlotte, and many years of fun, and he covered some interesting stories. Finally went on to Orlando, Florida for many years. He said his wife is from Virginia. We moved to Harrisonburg in 2009 to slow down a bit and be close to family. For the past 4 years, he's been doing these swing shifts at Versanding's WSVA Sunday mornings. 5:50. Now, I went to college in Harrisonburg. I worked at WMRA, the college station down there at JMU. And I remember listening a lot to WSVA, big, powerful 5:50 a.m., 5,000 watts daytime. It really, what was it? Was it 5,000 watts a night or 500 watts a night? I don't know. They went a lot lower power, but anyhow, there's he is. And there's Dennis today, and there's a picture of him on a little. There's what he looks like today at the WSVA studios. There, Dennis Phillips, and he says you may enjoy this short video of a look at the Versandig studios. So let's take a quick look at this.
Sunday morning in the Shenandoah Valley, and I'm up way before dawn, headed to the studio, getting ready to help begin your Sunday morning on WSVA.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. The frigid weather will be with us all.
There he is, Dennis Phillips.
First thing is a quick look in the engineering room. And then it's into the newsroom and the Information Nerve Center for WSVA and Versandig Broadcasting. Here is your ESPN 1360 WHBG AccuWeather forecast for this Sunday. Mostly cloudy and mild today with a passing shower during the afternoon. This is what you'll hear if you listen to WSVA on a Sunday morning. Good morning as you're waking up in the Shenandoah Valley. A little bit of snow on the ground. It's chilly outside, but we're going to keep it warm right here. Hey, we've got some birthday wishes for you as you're waking up this morning. Checking WSVA all-day traffic presented by Dick Myers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, South Main Street, Harrisonburg, and online at dickmyers.com. Looking up and down the roads at this hour, we have WSVA AccuWeather. Periods of sleet will mix with and then change to snow today, the high 33. Snow will continue into tomorrow morning, bringing a total accumulation of 1 to 3 inches. WSVA News Time, 7:05. I'm Dennis Phillips. Gunfire at 1 a.m. One man shot in the leg on Lucy Lane. Harrisonburg police say he was in a car when 2 men approached and opened fire. I've been around the broadcasting business for a long time, and I believe in live and local radio.
Well, good for him, because we need more of that.
It's time to persuade a lazy sun to peek up over the Blue Ridge. I'm Dennis Phillips, and I'm happy to be part of the team that wakes you up, keeps you up to date with news, weather, and important local information, and makes your Sunday mornings as inspirational and fresh as the morning sun.
Live and local, WSVA, Harrisonburg.
I think Dennis has hit the nail on the head with that one. Future of radio is live and local. You know, it's not piped in stuff. I think a little of his heritage there, a little of his philosophy there should go a little more there at WMAL here in Washington, our main news talker in the nation's capital. Live and local. Local news. You want your news done locally. You want your traffic reports from somebody who's local, don't you? Okay, very good. Nice to. One of the things I've done in DCR TV, I've done DCR TV almost 17 years now. One of the things I've always been really the top of my list for doing DCR TV, other than tons and tons and tons of money I made from this website, is the fact that I get to run into so many cool people like Dennis. And, you know, it's that that still have that feel for what radio really is meant to be, you know, and live and local are two of the big ones. You know, live and local, Versandig, I you know, again, it seems like, you know, at least have some of what made radio great, and what will continue to make radio great so long as it stays live and local, because that's what, you know, otherwise people can get it on the internet. In a couple of years, the internet's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in your car. It's going to be in your head. You know, you can, you know, unless you're live and local, no one's going to tune into local radio anymore because they're not going to need it. They don't even need it to a large degree right now. So there. Good for Dennis. Congratulations to Mr. Dennis. And thank you for that very, very nice email. Some interesting things going on. We're looking at the whole crazy thing with where is this number? Okay, I'm looking. That's the Washington radio readings. I want the Baltimore numbers. Where are the Baltimore numbers? I thought I had them here. Wait a minute. Oh, scroll up. Here we are. The Baltimore numbers. One of the interesting things that we've been looking at for a lot is a slump in WBAL AM. Now, WBAL AM, getting into news talk because we're talking about WSVA in Harrisonburg, is a main news talk station in Baltimore, and WBAL's ratings have been kind of slumpy lately. They're down to 13th place in the overall 6+ numbers in the latest radio ratings for the third week of March. 13th place. 13th place. POC Country is first. Then we have not Fresh, but Magic 95 at second. And then we're looking at Rap Station third, Adult Contemporary fourth, Hot Adult Contemporary fifth. The top talk station in Baltimore is Sports Talk WJZ 105.7 The Fan. And then we got, QSR with the Jack Oldies and YYY with rock and ZFT with contemporary hits. And, CBM. CBM is even beating out BAL at 9th place in the latest ratings. So what's going on with BAL? I really think a lot of the problem with BAL's getting hammered by WTOP. Yeah, look at WTOP. The ratings in Baltimore, 15th place. They're just 2 notches below WBAL. I think that sends a couple messages to BAL. One is there's a big market in Baltimore for all news radio, and there is no all news radio station in Baltimore. And the second thing is FM. I think what WBAL probably needs to do is more news and less talk and get on FM. Now, that's easier said than done, that last part. But that's what they really, if they want, BAL to be back up there in the top 5 or something and a dominant station like that, I think they really need to figure some way to get a decent FM signal. Get that, whatever. Well, they do have an FM frequency, 97.9. I don't know. What would happen if they took 98 Rock and put it on AM, 1090 AM, and the news talker WBAL on 97.9? I don't know. That would be weird. It'd be weird hearing Sarah on. This is Sarah rocking your socks off on 1090 AM. I don't know. That's the old dilemma there for Hearst and WBAL up there in Baltimore. And they're getting also hammered a little bit by WNEW. WNEW, which started their Baltimore emphasis, they're actually not doing so hot in Baltimore. They're 23rd in Baltimore. In the latest numbers in D.C., they were 22nd. So I don't know. But they are. Both WNEW and especially WTOP are really cutting into poor old WBAL's news ratings up there in Baltimore, and they're in kind of a quandary. We'll have to see how Dave Hill figures that one out. More challenges for Dave up there in Baltimore. All right, folks. Again, congratulations to Brett for the new T-shirt. I'll get that in the mail one of these days. And thank you all for watching Dave TV or DCR TV. And don't forget to help support the site. Make a donation. From now to the end of April, we have a special deal. 2 years of DCR TV for $30. 1 year is $29. One more $1, and you get a whole second year. A whole year for $1. So if you sign up for 2 years, that's $30. For 2 years, that applies to new subscriptions or extensions or renewals. So anybody, even if you already are a member, $30 and we'll give you 2 more years, okay? Thanks for watching Dave TV for this 9th of April, 2014. I got one more thing, didn't I? Weather Nation. Channel 9 now has Weather Nation on its 9.3 subchannel. And Weather Nation, which was on DirecTV, is now getting... The Weather Channel is coming back on DirecTV. So I don't know. Does that mean Weather Nation will still be... I imagine DirecTV will still carry Weather Nation, right? Or they're replaced. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? But anyhow, 9.3 Comcast 203 Weather Nation on your local TV set. It's interesting. It's definitely much more low budget than the Weather Channel, but they do weather. What the hell? All right. Thanks for watching Dave TV. Buck up, Dan.